It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Tigers and the Oilers, next on Madden NFL 25.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for this visiting Tokyo club, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column. Something's
got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
And we are underway from Houston. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor, gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Looking to throw. Bowen. Under pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Bowen. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And his group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
That's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially to play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers. And hope that was something last week resolves itself this time around.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Now it's Graham. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Graham now off the bootleg. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Seymour, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Graham to throw it. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Graham. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throw left side complete. That's Bennett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Up the middle, here's Taylor. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bowen. He finds his man. Complete. It's Manning. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Bowen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Manning. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Unmatched power from the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power equipment. The cast of Cobra Kai won the hearts of fans over the course of 7 years. But you know that among the actors, there are real and confirmed couples. Many of these relationships were formed thanks to the series. I will tell you all about it here. Today on Charlie Tale, we will talk about the real-life couples of Cobra Kai. Ready? Let's begin.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Let's start with Robbie.
Yeah, a little
He is played by
DPI,
actor
as they
Tanner
like to call
Buchanan,
it in the
and is
business,
currently
right?
engaged
And
to
the
actress
farther you
Mary
get
Mouser,
downfield,
who plays
the
Sam.
more
They've been in a
players
relationship
get,
for several
and the more
years, but
calm
always
and
kept it a
controlled you have to
secret.
remain
In
as a
many interviews,
defender.
they were
That
asked
was a
about
little
it,
bit of a
and they
slip
always
there,
said they were
and the
just
penalty
friends.
will go
But
against
everything
them.
changed with the premiere of the final season of Cobra Kai. At the season's premiere event, they surprised everyone by announcing their engagement. This left fans in shock. Tanner and Mary met while filming the first season of Cobra Kai and quickly formed a friendship that has lasted 7 years. They managed to keep their relationship very well hidden, but it has finally come to light. They are currently very happy and have posted many pictures showing off their engagement ring. Let's talk about Paul. He is played by actor Jacob Bergman and has been in a long-term relationship with Peyton Lynn, who plays Tori. They have been one of the most popular couples in the series, and we always see them posting photos and videos together. However, they met long before Cobra Kai. Jacob was a close friend of Peyton's brother. He admitted that he had a crush on her back then, but their relationship never materialized. They were just great friends. They even worked together on a Disney movie. But things brought them together again. In the second season of Cobra Kai, this time they finally started dating. And in 2022, they officially confirmed their relationship. Since then, they have been together and happy. Let's talk about Daniel. Actor Ralph Macchio has been married to Phyllis Fierro for a long time. They met when they were 15 years old, long before the release of The Karate Kid. They got married in 1987 and now have 35 years of marriage. Currently, Ralph Macchio and Phyllis Fierro have 2 children, Julia and Daniel, who are involved in their own artistic projects.
Back onto the field
Julia
comes
is a
this
dancer,
offense, ready
and
for
Daniel
their
is a music
second
composer.
drive.
However, they
Last
also act from
series
time to
formally
time. For
disappointing,
example,
forced
Julia
to
appeared
punt.
in the last season
And now they'll
as
try to
Daniel
do
Sun.
better here and
In
come
case
away
you were
with some
wondering, yes,
points as they
Ralph's
begin
son is
this
named
drive.
Daniel, in
First
honor
and
of his
10.
Karate Kid character. Let's move on to Johnny Lawrence. William Gupta is
Now
an actor who
Graham.
prefers to keep his personal life very private. However, it is known that he is married to Stacy Gupta. She is an American businesswoman who is not involved in the entertainment industry. They got married in 2008 in a private ceremony attended by their closest friends and family. The couple has 2 children and lives a happy life away from the media. Although they both value their privacy, William's wife has shown a lot of support for his career. She is a company chief for multiple red carpet events. Miguel Diaz is played by Solo Maridueña. He is currently in a relationship with Bruna Marquezine. This young Brazilian actress was his co-star during the filming of the movie Blue Beetle. They've been seen together at many public events and frequently share photos of their relationship. But before this relationship, Solo Maridueña was with a Cobra Kai actor. In 2019, she was linked to Hannah Campbell, who plays Moon. Let's remember that in the series, Moon is Paul's girlfriend. Solo and Hannah met during the first season of the show and had an immediate connection. But their relationship only lasted until 2022. The reason for their breakup remains unknown. So, he is played by actor Yuki Okamoto and has been married to Angie Okamoto since 2001. They have 3 daughters together. Chosen lives with his family in Seattle. There they own a Hawaiian-themed restaurant called Kona Kitchen. They also run a charity organization that helps families in unfortunate situations or those affected by natural disasters. They provide food and essential supplies to those in need. Cobra Kai's great villain is played by Thomas Ian Griffith. He is currently married to actress Jen Page Kemp. They met in the 1980s while working on the series Another World. From there they started a relationship and got married in 1991. Both are deeply involved in the entertainment industry and have participated in many series and movies together. Many people wonder why we haven't seen Thomas Ian Griffith in more roles outside the Karate Kid universe. The answer is that, in 2007, he and his wife decided to step away from acting. They chose to focus more on producing and screenwriting to have more time for their family. They have 2 children and a marriage of over 34 years. Currently, the couple is involved in Netflix's Virgin River series. Here, Thomas Ian Griffith works as a producer and writer alongside his wife. The show is set to premiere in 7 seasons soon. Let's talk about John Green. He is played by actor Martin Colby. He was married to actress Vivian Colby for more than 20 years, and they had 2 children. But the marriage ended in 2005. Currently, the actor is in a relationship with Mary Chavo Squire. He has been with this woman for over 10 years. Martin Colby has 2 children with his first wife. They are the twins Jesse and Rachel Colby. Jesse Cole is an actor. In fact, he appeared in season 3 of Cobra Kai.
That's complete to Ward. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on
During John
EA
Kreese's
Sports.
flashback, he played the bully who was harassing the younger version of Kreese, Amanda LaRusso. She is Daniel's wife in the series. In real life, she is played by actress Courtney Hengeler.
Ready for the
She has been
second
married to
quarter, and
producer
it's
Ross
our
Jones for
visitors
several
with the
years.
football.
They got married
This
in October
offense 2 for 2 on
2015
third
and
downs
have
on
2
this
children.
drive. This the most
Kim
important
Da-yoon
of all,
is
third
played
and
by
goal.
actress Alicia Hannah Kim and is married to actor Sebastian Roche. He is a well-known French actor who has appeared in popular shows like The Vampire Diaries. They have been married for 11 years and do not have children. An interesting detail is that the actress is not actually Korean, but was born in Australia. In Cobra Kai, her character was born in South Korea. However, the actress never really spoke the language. In interviews, she revealed that during the 2020 pandemic, she took advantage of the time to learn Korean. Let's talk about the Iron Dragon. Since they worked is played by Louis Chan, and he is currently single, but he was in a relationship with Brazilian actress Emi Renata. She is a successful model and influencer, and they were together around 2013, but without much explanation. They stopped posting photos together in 2016. Louis Chan is now single and fully dedicated to his professional career. We have seen him in popular movies like Deadpool 2, where he played Shatterstar, but he has also starred in the latest Mortal Kombat movie. The series of Iron Dragon, on the other hand, have not shown any known relationships or partners. I seriously searched for all available information, but for now, they are solely focused on their professional career. Raina Valentino is a real martial artist who has been a 13-time world champion in Taekwondo. She performed all her stunts in Cobra Kai. The actress shares similarities with her character in the series. As in real life, she's a well-known influencer who posts martial arts content. On the
That's
other
the
hand,
kind of run that
Patrick
gets
Lewis is a
everyone
young
excited
actor
on
whose
offense.
career is
And,
just beginning to take off.
oftentimes the
We have
guys who
only
carry
seen
the
him in
ball
small
are the ones in
roles.
the huddle doing
For
the triple.
example, he
Right
appeared
now, I
in the
think it's
Barbie
the
movie.
offensive line
He
telling
is
him,
one of the guys
run
who
it
direct
again.
Barbie
We
at the
are
beat.
right there
But he
about
actually
to
picked
break
up
the
the
big
pieces
one.
in Cobra Kai, where he had an
First down
important
as they
role as
get into the ground
the
at the
champion of the Iron
37.
Dragon, Dimitri. He is played by actor
with a
Gianni
gain of
DeCenzo.
4.
He is currently in a
Well, currently the
relationship with
best in the
Melissa
NFL
Rivera.
converting
They
on
have been
third
together
down, so it
since
was no surprise there
2019.
that they picked that
Melissa
one
is
up.
not an
And they've
actor,
done it in
but she
many different
accompanies her
ways
boyfriend
throughout the
to
season,
all the red
Charles.
carpets.
Picking it up,
And we've
running
seen
it,
them together
throwing
many
it, just
times. There
effective
is
on
not much
third downs all
information
year
about
long.
them, as they keep their relationship quite private. Carmen Diaz. Miguel's mother is played
So
by
they
actress
jumped on the
Vanessa
left side of
Rubio.
that line.
She is
And you
41
know
years
when you're
old
at the end
and is an
spot,
actress and
you are
film
like at the
producer.
starting
Throughout
blocks,
her
built
career,
for the
she
pistol
is
to
publicly
fire and go,
known to
and
have
he
a
jumped a
partner.
little bit
She
too
is currently
early.
So a
single
first
and
and
posts
5
many
now
photos of
after the
herself
5-yard
traveling around
penalty
the
from the
world.
neutral
She
zone
takes advantage of
infraction.
her single life to explore many places. But from time to time, she also posts pictures with her
Hit
Cobra
as he
Kai
throws
cast.
there,
Stingray.
incomplete.
He is played by
Kind of a
actor
fine
Paul
line when you're sending them to
Walterhauser. He
screen.
is
You don't
married
want
to
to throw it
actress
too
Amy
early and have the defense
Bolenhauser.
react too
She is
quickly.
also a
And
writer
you
and
definitely don't
producer.
want to throw it
They
too
have a
late.
3-year-old
And that
son
way
named
it's not
Adam,
formed
but they are
perfectly.
currently
Got to make
expecting
sure
their
you hit
next
it
baby,
just right.
Jonah. They have a happy family and frequently share pictures of their
Operating
fun
from the
daily life
gun.
on social
Bowen.
media.
Now this will
That's
be
all for
swung
today.
out wide for
If you like the
Taylor.
video, you can
And
really
he'll
help
be
me out by
brought
leaving a
down
like.
right at the
That would be
45-yard
legendary.
line.
Also,
And this
remember to
offense on
subscribe to
third
see more
down
videos
today,
like this.
just 1 for
Thanks for
3
listening.
thus far.
My name is
Here
Charlie,
it's
and
3rd
I'll
and
see you in the
2.
future.
Looking to throw. Bowen. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Bowen. On the right side, this is Miller. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Bowen. This will be caught at about the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Graham going to look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Out of the shotgun. Graham rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Operating from the gun. Graham steps away to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Tigers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this 1st half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. One final go for this offense here in this 1st half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin out in the capital of Utah, Salt Lake City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline.
The Elks had lost their first 4, but they're able to get into the win column for the first time with the victory there. Next, we head off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers back on Thursday night. The Aviators needed desperately to avoid going to 1-4, and they're able to do that with the victory there. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Graham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Graham. Throw left side, caught here by Ward. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They go play action with Graham. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Graham here from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts. It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Graham. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Tigers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
They juked him. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Looking to throw.
Bowen. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle they go. Seymour. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll keep it on the ground. Seymour. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here's Graham to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Seymour. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. Seymour. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Graham. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston's offense taking over again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10, Taylor now. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
False start, offense.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. As we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Off play action. Bowen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Bowen. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Oilers
Giants are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it 24-13. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Now Graham. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now Graham to throw. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Seymour. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll get 34 yards there.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Graham going to set up to throw. Keeps himself upright. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Tigers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Staying on his feet. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Oilers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The fourth-quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because I know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On third down,
Seymour.
and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. And spotted at the 14-yard line. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 11, 1:46 to go. Throwing to start the drive. Bowen. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bennett. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second.
Hi guys, I love you.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles. But in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Tokyo,
they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.